Falkirk exploded into absolute mayhem today. What started as fiery protests outside a migrant hotel turned into brutal clashes between furious locals, riot cops, and counter-protesters swinging for the fences. The rage boiled over when word got out that one of the asylum seekers inside had been locked up for viciously assaulting a 15-year-old girl. Tensions skyrocketed, streets turned into battlegrounds, and Scotland's hit with shocking scenes ripping through national headlines. Buckle up as we dive into the chaos that unfolded. But hey, smash that like button and subscribe right now for more explosive updates. This is the scene outside the Clad Inn Hotel in Falkirk. It's been standing here for the past few years, housing anywhere from 50 to 80 asylum seekers scattered around the area. And get this protest movement has been building steam over the last 18 months, all sparked by one asylum seeker from this very hotel who raped a 15-year-old girl in broad daylight. He got slammed with a 9-year prison sentence back in June, but man, that lit a fire under the community. Locals are screaming they're done with this asylum hotel setup. They're fed up, and it's showing. Let me break it down quick for you on what's popping off here. Right across the road, you've got the Stand Up to Racism crew and Unison folks holding their counter-protest. They showed up a full hour early, stacking their numbers like pros to get the upper hand. And on this side, that's where the main protesters are gathering, spread out along the street. Over the next 50 minutes or so, watch as more flood in, turning up the heat. I think we should chat with one of them real quick. Let's track down Connor. Oh wait, he's off having a convo somewhere. Probably right up there. But check this out, here's the Save Our Future, Our Kids Future group. This Facebook page blew up to rally support against the hotel continuing operations in Falkirk. Swing the camera around one more time, couple hundred folks over there right now, chanting away. Smaller crowd here for now, but the anti-hotel protesters. They're just getting started, arriving in droves. Tony, you mentioned this counter-protest rolled in an hour early. They've got serious numbers across the street. How long has this whole debate and worry about asylum housing been simmering in Falkirk? Well, honestly, we can zoom out to Scotland as a whole. Over the last couple years, it's been bubbling up more and more into the spotlight. Remember, the political vibe here is wildly different. The SNP's been running the show for like 19 years, pushing this super left-leaning agenda, hardcore pro-refugee and pro-asylum talk. But now, we're seeing spikes in sexual abuse cases, crime rates climbing in spots, and folks all over the country are straight up exhausted. Sure, we're in Falkirk today, but this ain't the only hotel drama. Places like this are dotted everywhere. Worth noting too, both sides are hollering at each other like crazy, but come on, as we've hammered home on GB News, maybe they should redirect that energy at the UK government instead. That's where the real fixes need to happen. Shifting gears to another bombshell story, J.K. Rowling just unleashed a savage takedown on former Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon's brand new autobiography. We're talking profanity-laced fury in a massive critique she dropped on her website last night. The Harry Potter Queen timed it perfectly, same day as the book's big launch at the Edinburgh International Book Festival, where Sturgeon was chatting it up with broadcaster Kirsty Wark. Rowling's review is packed with swear words, calling Sturgeon a F********************* with straight up. She blasts her for causing real, long-term damage with her stance on transgender issues. Rowling claims Sturgeon created a toxic atmosphere where women got silenced, shamed, and straight up persecuted. They were thrown into degrading, unsafe spots just for pushing back against what Rowling calls Sturgeon's luxury beliefs. She even compares Sturgeon to Donald Trump, saying she's flat-out Trumpian in denying cold hard facts and reality on trans policies. Rowling hammers home that Sturgeon still backs letting trans women into women-only spaces based on nothing but self-declaration, even with what she says is crystal clear proof of predatory guys abusing the system. The critique spotlights a Supreme Court ruling that shot down the Scottish government's take on equality laws. Rowling argues it basically erased women's single-sex protections and their status as a protected group. But Sturgeon? No apology, no regret. She keeps denying any risks with self-ID policies, ignoring what Rowling calls tons of documented abuse cases. Rowling zeroes in on the Isla Bryson fiasco, that convicted double rapist, as the moment that exposed Sturgeon's messed-up logic on gender. When grilled on TV about whether Bryson was a man or woman, the usually sharp Sturgeon froze up, looking like a complete ing idiot, per Rowling. In a wild twist, Rowling draws this literary parallel: Sturgeon's like Bella Swan from Stephenie Meyer's Twilight books. Both start as shy, awkward, book-loving girls who morph into obsessives fixated on one goal. For Sturgeon, it's Scottish independence. For Bella, it's steamy romance with Edward Cullen without dying. Spoiler, only one nails it, Rowling quips. But Rowling doesn't stop at gender stuff. She rips into huge holes in Sturgeon's memoir, like Scotland topping Europe's drug death charts, super personal for Rowling since her hubby ran a methadone clinic. She calls out missing pandemic WhatsApps from the government, tanking education standards, the Calmac ferry mess, and vanished £500,000 in indie ref cash. Rowling challenges Sturgeon's rosy view of the 2014 independence push as not nasty or divisive at all. This brutal piece drops just days after Sturgeon addressed their feud.